5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Hi everyone, we are outside City Music and today is the Electric Guitar Festival. I'm just talking to you outside here because it's extremely crowded and noisy inside. Later you take a look, but I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna be sharing a little bit about some vintage instruments later along with my good friends from Heirlooms Music. But yeah, let's go check out the Electric Guitar Festival 2024 by City Music. GuitarFest 2024 is Singapore's first electric guitar festival organised by City Music. It took place on October 26 and it offered a packed day full of performances, gear demos and workshops for over 6 hours. 6 hours! The event drew guitar enthusiasts from all across the country eager to experience and test a range of top-notch guitars, pedals and amps from renowned local guitar stores including Swee Lee, Guitar 77, Emiya Guitars, Heirlooms Music, Music Bliss and Sound Alchemy among others. Now, the festival also brought together notable musicians from Singapore such as Eddie Cradle, Subsonic Eye and John Cole, among many others who performed live and held interactive Q&A sessions on topics such as guitar maintenance and recording techniques. Now, I partnered with my good friends at Heirlooms Music to showcase some lovely vintage electric guitars, and here's Andre from Heirlooms sharing about these vintage electric guitars. Hi Andre! Hi. So, we have some instruments here from Heirlooms. It's very noisy, so I hope that we can hear, but can you introduce what these instruments are?
Okay, this is the 1955 Gibson ES350. It's an archtop guitar with electronics on it, P90 pickups. This is a Fender 1969 Telecaster with the Bixby system. Now the Bixby system on a Fender is very rare because Paul Bixby did design the Bixby system for Fender, but Fender never really adopted it. So not many Fender guitars actually have the Bixby system. So this is rare. And this one is the Gibson 1969 Flying V2. You can see it's got very unique boomerang shaped pickups. I believe they're actually single coils if I'm not wrong, because it sounds like a Strat, which is very not typical of a Gibson 5V. And this is a 1977 Fender Stratocaster, okay, in Olympic white. Very, very heavy, but still a vintage because it's from the 70s.
Can anybody guess which year Gibson was started? 1955? Nope, it was started in 1894. So this is an archtop guitar right here. This is the ES series where they started installing pickups.
So before I start the tune, I'm just going to do a bit of improv and then I'll play the tune so you can hear the tone of this vintage guitar. The 1955 Gibson ES350 Sunburst was the guitar I was demonstrating. Now, I don't have it here with me in my studio for a very simple reason. Maybe someday. Now that being said, it was still an absolute joy to be able to play and demonstrate it for the audiences to hear. It's a standout vintage archtop, offering that classic warm tone thanks to its original P90 pickups. Its maple body, paired with a mahogany neck and rosewood fingerboard, gives it a really smooth and balanced sound that just shines in jazz and blues settings. Now the sunburst finish has also aged beautifully, showing off the wood's natural character, while the worn-in feel adds to its authentic vintage vibe. Now, the guitar is not just a collector's item, it's a playable piece of history as I experienced performing it live for all the guitar enthusiasts at the event. The autumn leaves drift by my window, the fallen leaves of red and gold. I see your lips and the summer kisses and the sunburned hands I used to hold. So I found Jack here from Jack and Rai, the amazing duo who's very popular in Singapore, and you're here at the Electric Guitar Fest 2024 by City Music. What brings you here today?
I think, like everybody else, the love of guitars, the love of electric guitars, and more than that, I think to come here to, say hi to friends, and it's always a nice social event.
Yeah, so what have been some of the highlights of this event so far?
I think the main highlight for me is that, City Music being so generous to open its doors and let all the partners from don't mind me saying, from like G77 to Luther to Heirloom guitars and many others as well, to just put everything together in one space in an absolutely lovely afternoon. So yeah, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just the energy of this place, guitarist enthusiasts from all around Singapore just congregating to just enjoy the sound of guitar, electric guitar pedals, and even more than that. There's so much happening here. So thank you very much to City Music for organizing this event.
Absolutely, and I'm also learning about new brands, new makers. So it's really exciting.
All right, thank you so much,
You're
Jack.
welcome.
Take
Have
care.
a good one. See you later.
See you.
Take care. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. Thank you.
Now, one of the highlights for me personally was that my very own student and good friend won one of the best lucky draw prizes, a Revival electric guitar. Now, Revival is a house brand of sound alchemy music in Singapore, and they're great value for money instruments for beginner guitarists. So if you're in the market looking for one to start your guitar journey, do check out Revival Guitars. Ian is going to be playing some unplugged electric guitar. Now, I'm not usually an electric guitar player, but I definitely can appreciate a good old classic rock solo, as you can hear people jamming right now. With the success and enthusiasm of this year's Guitar Fest, I'm pretty sure City Music is going to make it happen again in the years to come. Perhaps future years will expand to include even more brands, workshops, and even greater opportunities for hands-on engagement. And that's what I love about the event. It's very hands-on. You get to go there and engage with the guitars and fellow guitar enthusiasts and just make connections and new friends all around. Now, if you didn't already know, City Music just moved into their new showroom at Sims Drive last year in 2023, and it is massive, it's beautiful. City Music is one of the most iconic music stores in Singapore and notably has been the distributor for Martin guitars in Singapore for about 40 years. 40 years. Now, since moving out of their OP Centre premises, they now have the space to make such a massive event possible. So thank you very much, City Music, for bringing together the guitar community in Singapore at GuitarFest 2024, and I'm really excited to see what more City Music has to offer in the years to come.